Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here, bringing you another Hearthstone video, and this time I'm going to be looking at some of my best arena moments from the month of November. So our first game, we're going to be looking at Flamewaker value. Now, you know, Flamewaker is a card that you'd often get in sort of ladder games, constructed games I mean, and with Mage, and it's really annoying to take down, especially if the Mage has that range of spells that can go with the Flamewaker. Now in Arena, if as a Mage you draft a Flamewaker and you have at least 2 spells, I would say, to combo with it, that's really strong. Even if you don't have that full range of spells, like you have on ladder, just two can be enough to get you board control, and that's what Arena is all about. It is about having control of that board, sort of ignoring your health total to some extent, but making sure you get the board. Now, this initial game here, we're going up against a priest. Now, priests, obviously, due to their hero power, you know, it's heal for 2. Either heal their face or heal a minion. And that can negate some of that damage that you can do with your cards. Now, I'm opting here to coin out the Saboteur, because the Saboteur has 3 health. The Micro Machine just dies to the Loot Hoarder. The Saboteur has 3 health. 3 health for attack. It contests the Loot Hoarder. And he's going face. I mean, I could Arcane Missiles here and just see what happens. But do I trust those missiles to kill the Loot Hoarder? I'm not sure that I do. And this is much stronger. We use the Earthen Ring to heal the Saboteur. And most people, I think, just look at the Earthen Ring Farseer there and just think, oh, I'll heal face. It's great for healing my face. Well, actually, I think in Arena, the Earthen Ring is much more effective. Wow, Tomb Spider. Much more effective at healing minions. Okay, so he's got the Tomb Spider there. That's unfortunate for us. And he's going to go face? Or is he going to trade? He's going to trade now. Okay. He recognises, wow, Flamewaker. He recognises that this board is threatening, and he's going to trade. Okay. We have one spell. We have one spell here we can combo with the Flamewaker. Next turn, we have either Polymorph or Fireball. So here I'm going to maximise my chances. Will they hit? Yes, they do. Right. So I took out one of his minions in the hope that we'd be able to kill the other. I think that was worthwhile. Also expecting a potential Holy Nova on this turn as well, actually. So killing your own minion off with low health, I think was fine. Okay, Jill Scarab. He's going to get a 3-drop or a 3-cost card. That's interesting. Depends on what he gets, because he can play it now if he wants. But he didn't play it because you could tell with the positioning there of the cards in his hand and what he chose to play. He didn't do it. Okay, is it time for more Flamewaker value? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. Defender of Argus may be just much better here to clear the board, actually.
What to do?
Do I want to waste a Polymorph on a Dark Cultist? I don't think so. Do I want to waste a Fireball on a Dark Cultist? I don't think so. And Arcane Missiles is too unreliable to kill off both of them. So let's do this. Attacking with the Earthen Ring there, putting it down to 1 health, preserving our Flamewaker as much as possible. So Flamewaker has already got us great value, right? Okay. Sure. Unstable Ghoul. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'm actually going to sacrifice the Earthen Ring potentially here. I don't want to damage my Flamewaker any more than I have to. Now this is really strong, because now we get the 1/1 Spectral Spiders, and we're going to Arcane Missiles. Really good. Really good there. So much value from this Flamewaker already, and he's a 3/3. That's so good. He has to deal with the Flamewaker. Oh, okay, he top-decked Shadow Word Pain. You saw it to top-deck because it was the card he drew on that last turn. Okay, Dragonhawk Rider is annoying because of the Wind Fury. He could potentially take out 2 minions on the next turn. So I'm going to kill it. We don't want him to get double value. So we'll just give him single value, trading in 1 minion, but also my hero power too. But that's fine. 4/5 Yeti is hard to kill. Shadow Word Pain doesn't kill it. Shadow Word Death doesn't kill it. Same with the Shredder. 4 attack minions are hard for the priest to deal with in terms of spells. Now, the Frost Giant is an 8/8. I can't race the priest because he's got that healing power and who knows what else he's got. So I'm not going to race him. If it was another class, you'd potentially consider starting to race, but I'm not. I'm going to clear the board. I think it's just the most sensible thing to do. And at 18 health, no, racing's not going to do it.
Thank you.
You know, he could have Light of the Naru. He could have Flash Heal. These are all cards that could bring up his health total. Wow. That's good, actually. That's good. It's preserved the Shredder. And now, well, I think I've got 4 plus 4 plus 6. Bit of math, and we win. So that was a victory against a priest. Really, really amazing Flamemaker value, and it's so rare to pull that off in Arena, because you've got to draw into the Flamemaker card, right? You've got to draw into spells that go with it, and when you're drafting, you do think to yourself, do I pick the Flamewaker? Do I not pick the Flamemaker? Am I going to draft these spells in this Arena run? Because if you don't draft spells, it's quite useless. I mean, it is a 2/4 body. That's not particularly bad. It's just not great on its own. So, yeah, you know, you've got to think to yourself, you know, in the drafting process, will I draft spells that I can actually combo with the Flamewaker before it dies? And Arcane Missiles is definitely one of those spells you can combo with it.
You asked for it.
Okay, another game against the Mage, and notice I get Flamewaker in the opening hand. But I've got a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a 3-drop, a 4-drop. Now, what do I mulligan here? Do I get rid of one of my 3-drops? I mean, I've got the coin, right? No, I'm going to keep that hand. I'm going to keep it. It's relatively strong. I mean, Earthen Ring, remember, can heal your own minions. Spider Tank's really strong, but I'm going to pass because if I coined out the Acidic Swampoos for 2, I don't have another 2-drop I can play on the following turn. Okie dokie. So that's annoying me now, that card. I have to coin out the Spider Tank because it's got 4 health. It'll force a ping from the Mage, and it'll force a trade, hopefully. If he ignores it and goes face, I can kill the 3/2 with the tank and heal it with the Earthen Ring on the next turn. That's pretty strong too. And then we've got the Yeti. After that, he's actually ignoring the tank. Wow. Okay. Sure. Ignore the tank to your peril. Now you're thinking you can ping that now. No, you can't. It's back to full health. Wow, it's back to full health. That's the power of Earthen Ring on the board. Now he has to trade into the 3/3 and ping it, slowing down his turn dramatically. And I've got options on my next turn. I've got Flamewaker Missiles. I've got Swampoo's Ping. I've got Chillwind Yeti. Yep, having to slow himself down again now. This is bad for him. Will he play it? Does he have a 2-drop? This is the question.
Shields up.
He's just wasted his Sun Fury Protector. Wow. Oh, hello, Grim Patron. Okay, so many options here. I could just ping that, trade, and play the Swampoos. Mages don't usually play weapons unless they've got Blingtron, so drafting Blingtron in Arena is really rare. And let's face it, if you're offered other legendaries, you're probably going to pick other legendaries in Arena, right? Blingtron's not exactly a high priority legendary. I mean, it is a mech, so I guess if you got Goblin Blast Mage, I guess it may be an option. That's pushing it really far. Okay, so Raging Worgen, annoying because he can ping it. He can ping it, and it can trade into minions, or more likely, it'll go face. Okay, so he's choosing a minion to ping. He's actually gonna ping the spider tank. That's actually very smart because you don't want to leave a mech on the board. Because if I've got a Goblin Blast Mage, well, there's mech synergy, so he wants me to kill off my spider tank first. That's a really heads up, a really smart play. And we'll just play the Yeti. What I'm setting up for now is Defender of Argus on the next turn, or I'm setting up for Flamewaker turn, potentially, with Arcane Missiles and a ping. That's annoying because of the 6 health, but look, I just got a polymorph. That is worth polymorphing because of the 6 health and the 5 attack. It's worth it. It double trades into my minions, and we do not want that. Even a trade and a ping with 1 minion into that 5/6 still needs a double trade, really. So, Ogre Magi,
2 heroes enter.
Master of Ceremonies, really? Oh wow, he timed that pretty well. Sadly for him, I've got a Flame Strike. Or I can just Defender of Argus here. Do I want to Flame Strike that board? Yeah, sure. You see, it's only 2 minions, but one of them gives spell damage, and one of them's a 6/4. That's quite threatening. The 6/4 can trade into the 3/2. Spell damage could give him a, I don't know, a supercharged Frostbolt, plus a ping that could then kill the 4/5. Okay, he's going to draw a spell here now. He's going to draw. This is annoying. This card, the 6/3, can often give you something like a Flame Strike. It gives you. My record with this card is good. It often gives me, on ladder anyway, gives me a card that's useful in a particular circumstance situation. So that's a secret. Let's see if it's Mirror Entity. No, it's not. Okay, it rarely is, actually. It's probably Ice Block or Ice Barrier or Duplicate is often the way. Yes? Yes, it's Duplicate. Yep. Okay, but it's a slow card. It costs a lot of mana. It costs 5 mana. You've got to invest that mana to play that card. I'm just going to go all out now. Notice I did not play the Wild Pyromancer. I did not want to be killing my board. And yeah, hey, that's lethal. Tremendous. Flamewaker value once again. Once again. Didn't even need to calculate at the end there. Okay, the next game. Now, we're looking at some fun here in this game because that arena deck that I drafted, you'll have noticed in that earlier game, I had a Grim Patron. So,
Jaina versus Rexa.
we're going up against a hunter.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
And we're going to be looking in this game for Patron value. Okie dokie. So, we're going to keep the Earthen Ring. I'm not going to keep Arcane Missiles because I don't have the Patron in hand. I don't want to waste it unless I've got a Patron. No, there's a Patron. Sorry, I don't want to waste it unless I've got a Flamewaker. Sorry, wrong card. This hand is too slow. And it means this game's probably going to drag out for a while. I don't have a 2-drop. I've only got a 3-drop going into a 4-drop. So, coining out a 3 on turn 2 is not good, because then I don't have a 3 to play. I'm going to be lost for a couple of turns here. Although I may be forced to coin out the 3-drop next turn, depending on what he plays. Having a 3-drop on board in the early game can trade into 2 minions, and that's pretty good.
Wanna blow something up?
Okay, that's bad. 2 of the bombs hit my face. That's average, I guess. I could just ping it now. I'm just going to ping it and ping it again next turn. I'm going to take this really slowly. And do you know what? It's not a problem because I've got Blizzard, right? If I'm not dead by turn 6, I've got Blizzard. That's pretty slow for him, but let's see what he draws. Okay, he puts the web spinner down. That could have been worse, right? Because I'm going to ping it now, surely, right? Or am I going to coin out a Drake? Drake's pretty strong, but no. We're going to ping it, but all he was able to put down was the web spinner. And the web spinner on its own is only one attack. It's not threatening me at the moment. That's pretty threatening. It's a 3/5, and it buffs itself up when you play spells. So now the Drake comes down. We're playing this a bit like a handlock, really, aren't we? We're just storing cards in our hand. Pretty interesting strategy here. Let's see what happens. He can't kill the Drake unless he's got a spell. Hunter's Mark would do it. Kill Command would maybe do it. Oh, being congratulated on rank 1 there. I did not achieve rank 1 in November. I got to rank 5. But thanks anyway for the congratulations. Okay, sure. He still can't kill the Drake with the dragon, with his Hungry Dragon. And I'm going to heal my Drake just because I can. Look, I've got 2 Earthen Ring Farseers in this deck. That's pretty insane. Just for minion healing. Forget face healing. Who needs face healing? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, he's still got a trade, right? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I can still kill the Hungry Dragon. Okay, maybe I can't kill the Hungry Dragon. Oh! He's unloading the board. This is a Blizzard turn, I think. Coldara Drake just popped into my hand. That's going to be really good for later on. Although it is quite slow. And we're not going to trade. We're just going to ping next turn. Look at our hand. Look at his hand, right? There's a big difference. Our hand is huge. I'm hoping he plays something big so I can polymorph it. Okay, he doesn't win the joust. That's really good. The 3/3 will now contest the 1/2. Ooh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay, so is that a polymorph target? The 4/4, the Sentinel. Because of the death rattle, it's quite scary. That's a good question. We're pinging the bear first, right? That has to happen.
Of course.
And we're trading. What we don't want to do here is give him an opportunity to kill off his 4/4 on the next turn. We want to control how that's done. So
Knowledge is power, and
we're just going to play the 3/5 aspirant because he can't kill his 4/4. Basically, and so he can't buff another minion. So he'd been really bad if he'd killed his 4/4 off by trading and then buffing the Fen Creeper. That would have been terrible for me. Although I've got the polymorph, right? But still, he doesn't know I've got the polymorph. Okay, so I think... Ooh, that's potentially good. I think the 3/6 is polymorphable.
So, here's where you're wrong.
Do I want to... Yeah. You trade, right? Because then you pick. Sure. And we've got nothing to do apart from playing the Pyromancer. It's just a 2-drop on its own. That's still fine. 19 health against the Hunter heading into his turn 9. That's really good. Okay, I've exhausted the polymorph and now I'm facing down a 5/9. That's pretty bad, actually. That's really bad. So, I think in this situation, I just put down the Gurubashi, potentially. It's threatening, right? The Gurubashi, if I ping it, is threatening. Alternatively, I force him to attack the Gurubashi. So the Gurubashi is now a 3/8. It'll grow an attack power when it's attacked. Again, unless he has a quick shot or a spell, he can't kill it off effectively. And now I'm going to grow that Gurubashi, right? But look at my health total. I'm going down slowly. I'm in a bit of trouble here, right? So I need to be careful. I need to be really, really careful. Coldara Drake is a big body on board, and it will allow me to hero power twice, okay? That's pretty good, because it may allow me to clear most of his board.
I wonder.
But it's slow. Do I want to flood the board? I can flood, you know, I've got 2 drops, I've got 3 drops. I've got a Patron. This is the question. What do I want to do here? Really hard to come up with the play here. Really hard to come up with the appropriate play. It's not easy. So we're going to trade.
Time runs out on
We're
me.
going to ping. That spell power buff from the Aspirant is doing nothing for me at the moment. I'm actually going to heal my face because I'm scared. And I'm going to... just going to put stuff down. He's going to kill the Gurubashi, right? But he's got to invest 2 minions to do it. So there was no point healing the Gurubashi, right? There was no point. I'm better off healing my face. He still has to invest both minions. And you can tell he's humming and hawing over it. He's not happy about this at all. Oh, right, okay, he's got the Kraken. Okay, couldn't play around that. Could not play around that. But that Gurubashi just got me great value. Now he's thinking about how to trade, sure. That's sensible, I guess. Negate the spell power buff, as you don't know what cards I've got in my hand. Now we could play the Koldara Drake, or we could just play Yeti, Tank, Apprentice. Patron does nothing on this board because it just dies, unfortunately.
What to do?
So Patron is sitting there very patiently in my hand. Notice the position of the Patron. It's the first card in my hand. So it's been sitting there for quite some time. Koldara Drake lets us make this trade. And now the Drake is at 6/6 on the board. His Kraken is dead. He's at 16. I'm at 18. Our health totals are nearly identical, but I have the board control here. Deadly Shot kills the wrong minion. That was a 50-50 gamble. Kazan Mystic does nothing because I don't have a secret up. Okay, so he was teched out to the max there as a hunter to control that board, to control secret-based classes. And now I'm just gonna form patrons. Everyone, look at that, I can do it twice. Everyone get in here, and it's over. You can't come back from this. 3 patrons on the board. Oh, really? Okay, he has no spells. That would have been absolutely hilarious. We'd have drawn 3 more patrons. It's over, right? Can I have some fun with this? Can I have some fun? Sure. Right. Mad Bomber. No, no. Yes. Everyone get in here. And he let me have my fun. He knew I had anything, right? He was very kind of him. He let me have my fun. It's often very tempting for players to concede very quickly. Anyway, this next game, absolutely thrilling and fascinating game, because we see Dueling Raiders and the Black Knight. You'll see what I mean as this game progresses. Really interesting. How often do you see the Black Knight in Arena? And the Cavalier Raider, well, there were 2 of them in this game, and they decided to have a face-off on the board. So let's see how this pans out. This game is against a Paladin.
Gul'dan versus Uther. I will fight with
His name is Mac
Your
Coffee.
soul
Great name.
shall be mine.
Okay, this opening hand is interesting. I'm keeping the Young Priestess because it's a 1-drop. In my opinion, though, it's not a particularly good 1-drop because you play it, it gets contested straight away, easily often. I mean, in this situation, it'll get contested by a Paladin. He's got the coins, so it'll get contested by a Paladin hero power, which is really, really bad. Really bad. Yeah, it gets contested by a shielded mini-bot. That's bad. Let's see if the juggle goes off correctly here. No, it doesn't. Okay. The only benefit, though, is that the Flame Juggler gets it becomes a 2/4, gets 1 extra health, allowing it to do more trading into other minions. That's pretty strong. So here, for example, it can now, because of the 4 health, it can trade it into the 1/2, the 2/2, and something else too. So it's pretty good.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry.
Charging Horsey. Don't worry, lass, the cavalry is here. Opting to do some trading there. I think that's pretty important. You want to keep the board clear, always, particularly against Paladin here. You always fear blessing a king's, right? Now, in this situation, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play the Panther. I'm actually going to trade my Charging Horsey, and there's actually a reason for that. I'm playing around Consecration as much as I can. If I didn't do that, he'd have had a 3 minion Consecration board. That would have been really bad for me. At least 1 minion here survived. Okay, now I'm back to square one because his Mad Bomber just did a great job for him. It put my minions down even more. So putting me back into that Consecration range. However, the Sentinel here, really good, because it can't be consecrated. But it can be silenced, so it's really bad now. Notice I did not attack with the Panther, because it's got 1 health. It's contested by the 1/1, but that trade there was really good. The Panther at 1 health was able to kill his minion. It was a worthy trade there. At its 1 health. So I hit it, and then traded with it. Really good. Childwin Yeti, 5 health. Super duper annoying. It'll need 2 trades. 2 trades from the board. That's why Childwin Yeti is one of the best cards in Arena still. It's 5 health. Very difficult to kill. I'm surprised you don't see it more in Constructed, although I guess there are better 4-drops on the ladder now for decks. I don't know, but anyway.
So many possibilities.
Let's just play something big, and we'll give him double trade. Sure, we'll do it. He has card advantage in hand. I have board advantage in a major way. That Divine Shield is pretty strong. Oh, he has his own Sentinel. Sure. Okay, this is going to get really messy, and look, he's smart. He's not attacking with the Gilbert Stalker. That's really, really smart there. I'm going to tap, right, because I don't know what else to do here. I'm going to... Playing the Sunwalker is a given. Playing the Sunwalker and a tap was, it was sensible, right? Don't want to play the Felguard just yet. I don't want to play the Razorfen just yet. The Sunwalker is stronger than both of those, actually, combined at the moment. Okay. That was bad. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's alright. The Sunwalker kills it. But no. None shall pass. There is the Black Knight. He actually had the Black Knight in hand, ready to kill my taunt. He actually had it. At that given moment, at that given point, not only did he have it, he drafted it. He actually was offered it in the drafting process, and he picked it over some other ridiculous legendary. Kudos to Matt Coffey there. Kudos to this Paladin, right? Major respect to him, because, that Black Knight just made my day. Okay, let's get juggler value now, right? Let's just see what we get. Okay, it's alright. Gets the 5 health down, and now we're flooding the board. If only that ball could charge, that'd be so good. Right, the Black Knight is down to 3 health. He's now contested by 2 of my minions on the board. That's pretty decent. He's going to want to kill the juggler, right? So, oh, Coghammer, really? Really? A taunt? Surely? Really? Okay, the Coghammer kills my juggler, otherwise he'd have had to trade the Black Knight in. This is looking really bad for me. So, I have choices though. I mean, I could Raider, and if I Raider I have to tap, right? Imp Gang Boss is okay. It has 4 health though, it just dies to the Black Knight, so I'm just going to taunt. Apparently he's going to enjoy watching me die? Me? Or my opponent? I don't know. Okay, so 3-5 taunt on board is decent. He's got to get through it to get to the Raider, so that's why we play the taunt. There's his own Raider, who enjoys raiding, but does he enjoy raiding more than my Raider? There's a question to be asked. Okay. He's taking face damage though, right? He's down to 12, that's pretty good. But that egg with a shield is super duper annoying. So I'm just going to buff my Raider. And I'm going to play sticky minions now, okay? Do I play the Void Caller and the Gang Boss, or do I just play Double Imp Gang Boss, Ship's Cannon? I think Double Imp Gang Boss, Ship's Cannon is pretty strong here. I know I don't get Void Caller value, but the reason I'm playing the Imp Gang Bosses is that when they get hit, they will spawn me 1/1s. I need board presence against this Paladin. Consecration be damned. Because he's playing heavy hitters now, and I only have one heavy hitter on my board, and I have to be super careful. He's back to 18. He's healing, and he's buffing his Raider. And notice he did not trade into my Raider. He went for a value trade, right? He did not trade into my Raider. He wants to get maximum value. He wants me to trade into his Raider. That's what he wants to do. So I'm going to tap, because I have to. I need options here, and I need to buff my Raider. Because if I am going to trade Raiders, I want my Raider to survive. But I haven't decided on what I'm going to do yet. We have to do that trade. It's a clean trade. We have to kill the 2/1 that's come out of it, because it's a 2/1, it's got 2 attack. That's common sense. And we're going to go for a value trade. And I'm saying to my Paladin opponent, I bet you don't have enough damage to kill me on the next turn. Even if you hero power, bring your Raider to 10, plus 1 from your hero, from your recruit is 11. You don't have 7 damage. This is what I'm saying to him. And I'm loading my board too, and I'm saying, look, there's a Raging Worgen that can get Wind Fury from your 1/1, and there's a Silverhand Recruit that can spawn 1/1s. So, ooh, he's thinking. What do I do? Feng Creeper is so good for him. It's stopping lethal from me, potentially. It's so good. But he's not going to kill my Raider. He sees the Worgen as the most threatening minion. And I guess because of the Wind Fury it may be. But I'm going to tap again. I'm going to risk it all. Ooh, Void Crusher. That's pretty bad. My Raider is now 12/7. Right, flood the board. We have to trade into the 3/6, okay? But our Raider still survives. But now look at what I can do. I can kill his Raider and get a minion. I can get an imp. There we go. We have overkill next turn. He can kill my Raider though.
The victory is...
Oh, do you know what? If he'd killed my Raider, I don't think I'd have had lethal there. Oh, okay. He decided he couldn't come back. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Do stay tuned for part 4 of my arena highlights. We've got a lot more fun to come. But thanks for joining me. Do take care of yourselves, and I will see you all again very, very soon.